race for the White House with just days to go until next Tuesday's primary, Republicans are turning their attention to New Hampshire, and so is President Joe Biden, who is also drawing attention with a campaign video about beating former President Donald Trump. White House correspondent Owen Jensen reports.
Next Tuesday, voters in New Hampshire get their chance to pick which Republican they want to see run for the Oval Office. Of course, former President Donald Trump coming off that big win in Iowa, so the pressure is on for Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis to make their move or possibly make their exit. And President Joe Biden, whose poll numbers are stuck in low approval territory, thinks he can do again what he did in 2020.
President Joe Biden, trying to hold on to office for a second term, releases this video.
You know, it's kind of funny. All these Republican candidates in the primary trying to beat Donald Trump. And I'm still the only person to ever beat Donald Trump. And I'm looking forward to do it again for the good of this country.
And former President Donald Trump, coming off a 30-point victory in Iowa, is currently well positioned to be the Republican nominee in November.
It's time for the Republican Party, however, to unify, come together, and move forward as one team. We have to beat crooked Joe Biden. We have to beat him.
And now Trump has the endorsement of Vivek Ramaswamy, who dropped out of the race after the Iowa caucuses.
We met in person, and I told him that I would endorse Donald J. Trump for President of the United States and do everything in my power to lead us to victory in this war.
For former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, their paths to victory become even more difficult heading into the Granite State. They finished far behind in the caucus Monday.
We're going to bring in the administrative state and put it back under constitutional accountability. That doesn't happen by just snapping your fingers. You need a methodical, strong, disciplined executive to be able to do that. The Trump, his kind of the way he would run things, very chaotic.
DeSantis got about 21% of the vote in Iowa, 30 points behind Trump, and 2 points ahead of Haley's third-place finish. As for another GOP debate, Haley will not do one in any forum that does not also include the former president.
Tomorrow, President Biden heads to North Carolina for another speech on Bidenomics as he tries to convince voters his economic agenda is working. He recently said 2023 was a great year for American workers, but he also acknowledged some prices are still too high for too many Americans. At the White House, Owen Jensen, EWTN News Nightly.